Hello everyone. Today we are solving exercise 4.4. Let's start with the first question. The demand function of a commodity at price is given as D is equal to 40 minus 5p by 8. Okay. Check whether it is an increasing or a decreasing function. Okay. So here we have to check कि ये increasing है या decreasing है. उसके लिए हम लोगों को क्या करना पड़ेगा? We will have to differentiate D with respect to P and then see whether it is greater than 0 or lesser than 0. So D is equal to 40 minus 5p by 8 and derivative of D with respect to P is going to be equal to 0 minus 5 by 8 into 1, which is equal to minus 5 by 8, which is lesser than 0. Hence, D is a decreasing function of P. Okay, let's do the next question. The price P for demand D is given as P is equal to 183 plus 180D minus 3D squared. Find D for which price is increasing. So here actually price is given in terms of demand and we have to see कि price कब increasing है. तो इसके लिए हम लोग को क्या करना पड़ेगा, हमें डेरिवेटिव लेना पड़ेगा प्राइस का विद रिस्पेक्ट टू डी और फिर देखना पड़ेगा वो कहाँ पे ग्रेटर देन 0 है. ठीक है, इंक्रीजिंग है इसलिए. सो डेरिवेटिव ऑफ प्राइस विद रिस्पेक्ट टू डी इज इक्वल टू 0 प्लस 180 इंटू 1 रहेगा माइनस 3 इंटू 2d बराबर. दिस इज इक्वल टू बेसिकली 120 माइनस 60 एंड दिस शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 0. सो प्राइस इज इंक्रीजिंग when derivative is greater than 0. That implies that when 120 minus 6d is greater than 0, and that implies when 120 is greater than 60, therefore d is lesser than 20. That is when the price is increasing. Okay. Now let us do the next question. The total cost function for production of articles is given as C is equal to 100 plus 600x minus 3x squared. Find the values of x for which the total cost is decreasing. So यहाँ पे we are given the cost and now we have to find the values for x where it is decreasing. As in जहाँ पे ये lesser than 0 होगा. So we have to first find the derivative of C with respect to x. That is equal to 0 plus 600 into 1 minus 3 into 2x. Okay, which is equal to 600 minus 6x. Fine. Now this is decreasing. When the derivative is lesser than 0. Okay. So therefore 600 minus 6x is lesser than 0. That is 600 is lesser than 6x. Dividing throughout by 6 we get that x is greater than 100. So when x is greater than 100 then cost is a decreasing function. The manufacturing company produces x items at the total cost of rupees 180 plus 4x. तो ये total cost है. The demand function of this product is given as P is equal to 240 minus x. Find x for which revenue is increasing and second profit is increasing. So here the demand function ऐसे बोला है but actually we are given the price, okay? Because x is the number of items, so actually x is the demand and here we are given the price. So first let us find the revenue. So revenue is equal to price into demand. And here the price is equal to 240 minus x and demand is equal to x. So therefore this is equal to 240x minus x square. Okay. Now after this we have to find x when revenue is increasing. तो इसको differentiate करते हैं. So dr by dx is equal to 240 minus 2x. Okay. And we have to find where this is greater than 0. I'm writing it directly. You can write a line that revenue is increasing when this derivative is greater than 0 and that is when 240 is greater than 2x. That is x is lesser than 120. उस केस में रेवेन्यू इज इंक्रीजिंग. ओके, now what about profit? Profit is equal to the revenue minus cost, which is equal to 240x minus x square minus cost is given over here as 180 plus 4x. So it will be minus 180 minus 4x. Okay. Now this is equal to, on simplification, minus x square. Then we have plus 236x minus 180. Okay. And now we have to find where profit is increasing. So we have to differentiate this. We also call this as pi. So d pi by dx is equal to minus 2x plus 236. Where this is increasing, as in this is greater than 0. So that means that 236 is greater than 2x. On dividing by 2, we get that this is equal to 118. So when x is lesser than 118, that is when profit is increasing, and when x is lesser than 120, that is when revenue is increasing. Okay. Fifth question में we have, for manufacturing x units, labor cost is 150 minus 54x, the processing cost is x square. तो ये labor cost है, ये processing cost है. Price of each unit is given as this. तो ये हर unit का price है. Find the values for x for which total cost is decreasing and revenue is increasing. तो total cost क्या होगा? It has to be labor cost plus processing cost. Okay. So therefore total cost is equal to which is equal to 150 minus 54x plus x square. Okay. That is the value for total cost. We have to find where this is decreasing. So in that case, we will have to differentiate this with respect to x और फिर उसको lesser than 0 डाल के compare करना होगा. So this is 0 minus 54 into 1 plus 2x. Okay. So cost is decreasing when dc by dx is lesser than 0. Okay. So that implies that minus 54 plus 2x is lesser than 0. So if I take this on the other side, I get that 2x is lesser than 54 and x is lesser than 27. Okay. That is when the cost is decreasing. Now for revenue के लिए we have to do price into the demand, which is the number of units. So revenue R is equal to P into D, and price over here is given as 10800 minus 4x square into x. Okay. So अभी इसके बाद हम लोग को देखना है कि रेवेन्यू कब इंक्रीजिंग है. तो इसको ओपन करते हैं, फिर उसको डिफरेंशिएट करके ग्रेटर दैन 0 निकालना पड़ेगा कि कहाँ पे है वो. ठीक है. तो रेवेन्यू इज इंक्रीजिंग व्हेन so dr by dx को ढूंढना होगा first. So that is 10800 minus 12x square, which should be greater than 0. So therefore we have that 10800 is greater than 12x square, and on dividing by 12, I know that this is 9s are, so we have 900. So x square is lesser than 900 आ रहा है. ठीक है. अभी इसका स्क्वायर रूट अगर लेंगे और x का वैल्यू पॉजिटिव ही रह सकता है बिकॉज इट इज द नंबर ऑफ गुड्स. सो देयरफॉर x हैज टू बी लेसर देन 30. So the revenue is increasing when x is lesser than 30 and the cost is decreasing when x is lesser than 27. Okay, so that is the answer to the fifth question. In the sixth question, we have that the total cost of manufacturing x articles is equal to 47x plus 300x square minus x raised to 4. Find x for which average cost is increasing and second it is decreasing. तो हम लोग को एवरेज कॉस्ट इंक्रीजिंग है या डिक्रीजिंग ये निकालना है. तो उसके लिए फर्स्ट हमें एवरेज कॉस्ट निकालना होगा. So average cost is equal to, इसको CA भी बुला सकते हैं, and that will be C divided by X, which is equal to 47X plus 300X square minus X raised to 4 divided by X, which is equal to 47 plus 300X minus X cube. Okay. Now this is the average cost. We have to find where this is increasing and decreasing. मतलब इसका डेरिवेटिव लेना पड़ेगा. Now dCA by dx is equal to, इसको x से डिफ्रेंशिएट करो तो 0 plus 300 into 1 minus 3x square. Okay. So therefore we have got this as the derivative, 300 minus 3x square. अभी हम लोग को चेक करना है कि ये कहाँ पे डिक्रीजिंग है और कहाँ पे इंक्रीजिंग. सो CA is increasing if the derivative is greater than 0. That is when 300 minus 3x square is greater than 0. Okay. So that implies that 300 is greater than 3x square. That is 100 is greater than x square. And that means that x should be lesser than 10. ठीक है. And now CA is decreasing when the derivative is lesser than 0. So that is when this is lesser than 0. So 300 is lesser than 3x square, and hence x square is greater than 100. That is x is greater than 10. ठीक है. So जब 10 से कम होगा वहाँ पे इंक्रीज होगा, जब 10 से ज़्यादा होगा तब डिक्रीज होगा. ठीक है. Find the marginal revenue if the average revenue is 45 and the elasticity of demand is 5. So we have to find RM and we are given RA and we are even given eta. ठीक है. तो अपने पास एक फॉर्मूला है ना which connects these three. So we know that RM is equal to RA into 1 minus 1 by eta. Okay. And what are we given? We are given the value for RM तो नहीं पता, RA दिया हुआ है which is 45 and we are given that eta is equal to 5. इधर substitute करते हैं. So we get that RM is equal to 45 1 minus 1 by 5. Okay. So this is equal to 4 divided by 5 which is equal to, ये cancel होने पे 9 मिलेगा which is 36. Okay. So RM, that is the marginal revenue, is equal to 36. Let us do the next part now of the 7th question. Here we are given find the price if the marginal revenue is 28, the elasticity of demand is 3. So here we are given RM, that is 28, and we are given eta, that is 3. ठीक है. Now you have to remember that RA is actually nothing but price. Okay. तो वही same formula चलेगा. So RM is equal to, now I'll write price 1 minus 1 by eta. That is 28 is equal to P into 1 minus 1 by 3. So this is 28 is equal to P into 2 by 3. And that implies that P is equal to 28 into 3 divided by 2, which is equal to 14 into 3, which is equal to 42. Okay. So the price should be 42 when RM is 28 and eta is 3. In the third part we have find the elasticity of demand if RM is 50 marginal revenue and price is 75. Okay, so we are given marginal revenue and price and we have to find eta now. So we'll use the same formula. So RM is equal to price 1 minus 1 by eta, and RM is 50, price is 75, 1 minus 1 by eta. So on taking this to the other side and dividing it, we get 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is equal to 1 minus 1 by eta. 1 by eta को दूसरे साइड पे 2 by 3 को इस साइड पे ले आएंगे. So we get 1 by eta is equal to 1 minus 2 by 3, which is equal to 1 by 3. So 1 by eta is equal to 1 by 3. Therefore, eta has to be equal to 3. Okay, and that is the value for elasticity of demand. In the 8th question, we are given that if the demand function is D is equal to P plus 6 divided by P minus 3, find the elasticity of demand at P is equal to 4. Now we know that elasticity of demand is given as eta is equal to minus P by D, D का derivative with respect to P. Okay, so what we will do is we will write everything in terms of P. ठीक है, तो D ऑलरेडी P के टर्म्स में, तो यहाँ पे तो P आएगा, इसका डेरिवेटिव ले सकते हैं हम P के रिस्पेक्ट में, और फिर इस ईटा में पूरा ही डाल देंगे P के टर्म्स में, फिर एंड में P के बदले 4 डालेंगे एंड वी विल गेट आवर आंसर. ओके, सो फर्स्ट लेट अस डिफरेंशिएट दिस टू फाइंड दिस वैल्यू. So D is equal to P plus 6 divided by P minus 3 and D by dP is equal to. So पहले we will have P minus 3, then we will have the derivative of P plus 6 with respect to P. I am using U by V rule, okay. Then P plus 6 D by dP P minus 3, okay, divided by P minus 3 the whole square. Fine. Now this is equal to P minus 3 and this becomes just 1 minus P plus 3 into this is also 1 divided by P minus 3 the whole square. Okay. So this is equal to P minus 3 minus P minus 6 divided by P minus 3 the whole square, which is equal to minus 9 by P minus 3 the whole square. ठीक है, so this is the value of the derivative. इसको अभी यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं, D के बदले भी ये डालेंगे, तो therefore we get that eta is equal to minus P divided by D के बदले P plus 6 divided by P minus 3 आएगा. ठीक है, और यहाँ पे we will have minus 9 divided by P minus 3 the whole square. ठीक है, अभी ये कट हो जाएगा and therefore we'll have 9P divided by P plus 6 into P minus 3. ठीक है, अभी इसमें you have to find when P is equal to 4. So eta when P is equal to 4 is equal to 9 into 4 divided by 4 plus 6 which is 10 into 4 minus 3 which is 1. So इसको कैंसिल भी कर सकते हैं 2 से. So we get 18 by 5. We can also convert this into decimals. In that case we'll get 3 15s are, फिर 3 रह जाएगा, तो डेसिमल पॉइंट लगाएंगे तो 30 हो जाएगा. So 6. So our answer will be 3.6. Okay. Now let us look at the next question. Find the price for the demand function D is equal to 2P plus 3 divided by 3P minus 1 when elasticity of demand is 11 by 14. So here we are given the value for D. We are also given the value for eta, elasticity of demand. We are supposed to find P. Okay. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, हम लोग लिखते हैं that eta is equal to minus P by D, D का डेरिवेटिव विद रिस्पेक्ट टू P, एंड लेट मी फाइंड दिस फर्स्ट. ठीक है, फिर हम लोग D का वैल्यू भी डालेंगे, फिर हम ईटा का वैल्यू भी डालेंगे, तो सब कुछ ना सिर्फ P के फॉर्म में रह जाएगा, और फिर उसको सॉल्व करके वी विल गेट आवर आंसर. सो फर्स्ट लेट अस फाइंड दिस डेरिवेटिव. सो डेरिवेटिव ऑफ D विद रिस्पेक्ट टू P इज इक्वल टू 3P माइनस 1. फिर न्यूमरेटर का डेरिवेटिव विल बी जस्ट 2 ओवर हियर माइनस 2P plus 3. Again this is U by V rule only. Okay. So this will be just 3 divided by 3P minus 1 the whole square. Okay. This is equal to 6P minus 2 minus 6P minus 9 divided by 3P minus 1 the whole square, which is equal to minus 11 3P minus 1 the whole square. Okay. So therefore we can substitute this over here. So we have that eta is equal to minus P divided by D के बदले I am writing this. So I have 2P plus 3 divided by 3p minus 1 into minus 11 by 3p minus 1 the whole square. Okay, we can cancel this, so we get 11p divided by 2p plus 3p minus 1. Okay, अभी हम लोग को ईटा का वैल्यू तो पता है, ठीक है. Eta is equal to 11 by 14. Therefore, 11 by 14 is equal to 11p divided by 2p plus 3 into 3p minus 1. ये 11 और 11 कट हो जाएगा. This will go up and this will also go up. So, therefore, we get that 2p plus 3 into 3p minus 1 is equal to 14p. इसको ओपन करते हैं. So, we get 6p square minus 2p plus 9p minus 3 is equal to 14p. Okay, and therefore if I take this 14p on the left hand side, we get that this is 6p square, this is 7p minus 14, matlab minus 7p minus 3 is equal to 0. So this is 18 को split करना है, so that we get 7, so that is 9 into 2. So we get that this is 6p square minus 9p plus 2p minus 3 is equal to 0. यहाँ से 3p कॉमन लेंगे तो we get 2p minus 3 plus 1, 2p minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore 3p plus 1 into 2p minus 3 is equal to 0. So p can be equal to minus 1 by 3 और p कैन बी इक्वल टू 3/2. हम लोग इसमें से पॉजिटिव वाला चूज करेंगे ना, प्राइस हमेशा पॉजिटिव ही होना चाहिए. सो वी चूज दिस वन एंड देयरफॉर द वैल्यू फॉर p इज इक्वल टू 3/2. ओके, now what were the steps in this question? So first we put everything in this formula and everything we made in terms of p. Okay, उसके बाद what we did is we substituted the value for eta that they had given and then उसके बाद we simplified this to get a quadratic equation in p. उसको solve किया तो फिर हम लोग को p के दो values मिले, उसमें से हम positive वाला choose करेंगे to find the value for price. Okay, if the demand function is d is equal to 50 minus 3p minus p square, find the elasticity of demand at p is equal to 5, p is equal to 2 and comment on the result. So demand function is given and here we have to find elasticity of demand again at p के values, right? So हम लोग को eta ढूंढना है. eta का formula है minus p by d, derivative of d with respect to p. यहाँ पे पहले हम लोग d का derivative ढूंढ लेते हैं. So this is equal to 50 का derivative 0 minus 3 रहेगा minus 2p. Okay, now we will substitute everything in this eta. So then eta is equal to minus p divided by d के बदले we have 50 minus 3p minus p square. Okay, and then this will be equal to minus 3 minus 2p. ठीक है, so इस वजह से हम लोग इसको सिंप्लीफाई भी कर सकते हैं थोड़ा. तो हम लोगों को मिलेगा 3p plus 2p square divided by 50 minus 3p minus p square. ठीक है, अभी हम लोग इसमें p के वैल्यूज डालते हैं. So first if p is equal to 5 then what happens? Eta is equal to 3 into 5 plus 2 into 25 divided by 50 minus 3 into 5 minus 25. Okay, so this is equal to 15 plus 50 divided by 50 minus 15 minus 25. So denominator में तो ये 10 आएगा और numerator में 65. So this is going to be 6.5 which is greater than 1 and ये बहुत ज़्यादा है right 1 से, तो therefore we will say over here that the demand is elastic. When p is equal to 2, eta is equal to 3 into 2 plus 2 into 4 divided by 50 minus 3 into 2 minus 4, which is equal to 6 plus 8 divided by 50 minus 6 minus 4, which is equal to 14 divided by 40. इसको हम लोग 2 से कैंसिल करेंगे तो 7/20 आएगा, विच इज लेसर देन 1. ठीक है, ये तो 1 और 0 के बीच में है. सो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, इट इज रिलेटिवली इनइलास्टिक. Now let us do the next question. The 11th question is exactly like the 10th question. ठीक है, for demand function d is equal to 100 minus p square by 2, find the elasticity of demand at p is equal to 10 and p is equal to 6 and comment on the results. Okay, so first we know that eta is equal to minus p by d, derivative of d with respect to p. Fine. अभी इसके बाद डेरिवेटिव ऑफ डी ढूंढेंगे विद रिस्पेक्ट टू पी, तो वी गेट 100 का डेरिवेटिव तो 0, फिर माइनस पी स्क्वायर बाई 2 इज माइनस 2p बाई 2, सो वी विल बी लेफ्ट विद ओनली माइनस p. सो नाउ वी विल सब्स्टिट्यूट दिस ओवर हियर. सो वी गेट दैट ईटा इज इक्वल टू माइनस p डिवाइडेड बाई 100 माइनस p स्क्वायर बाई 2 एंड डेरिवेटिव का वैल्यू इज माइनस p. So this is equal to p square divided by 100 minus p square by 2. Now let us substitute the values for p and check what is the value for eta. So when p is equal to 10, eta is equal to 100 divided by 100 minus 100 divided by 2, which is equal to 100 divided by 50. है ना, ये 100 minus 50 होगा, तो ये कैंसिल होने पे 2 आएगा, where we get that is greater than 1. Therefore, demand is elastic. When p is equal to 6, we get that eta is equal to 36 divided by 100 minus 36 by 2. मतलब 36 divided by 100 minus 18, which is equal to 36 divided by, so this will be 82. Okay. We can cancel by 2 first of all, तो हम लोग को मिलता है 18 divided by 41. ठीक है, and this is a value which is lesser than 1, क्योंकि 18 41 से कम है ना, so therefore your demand is inelastic. Okay, and that is the answer for the 11th question. A manufacturing company produces X items at a total cost of rupees 40 plus 2x. Their price is given as P is equal to 120 minus X. तो अपने पास टोटल कॉस्ट है और ये प्राइस भी है. फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ X फॉर विच रेवेन्यू इज इंक्रीजिंग. तो रेवेन्यू क्या होता है, रेवेन्यू इज प्राइस इनटू द डिमांड, दैट इज प्राइस इनटू X. So price over here is given as 120 minus X and the demand is X, that is X items, right? So this is equal to 120X minus X square. इसका हम लोग डेरिवेटिव लेंगे and then we will see वो कहाँ पे greater than 0 है to find out where it is increasing. So this is 120 minus 2X and since revenue is increasing, when dr by dx is greater than 0. Okay, so that means that when 120 minus 2x is greater than 0, so that means when 120 is greater than 2x and x is basically lesser than 60. Okay, now next, second part is the profit is increasing. प्रॉफिट क्या होता है, प्रॉफिट इज गिवन एज पाई इज इक्वल टू रेवेन्यू माइनस द कॉस्ट, विच इज इक्वल टू 120x माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस कॉस्ट इज 40 प्लस 2x. तो मैं वो ब्रैकेट ओपन करके दोनों में माइनस लगा रही हूँ. वी विल हैव टू फर्स्ट टेक द डेरिवेटिव एंड देन वी विल सी वो कहाँ पे ग्रेटर देन 0 है. सो दिस इज 120 माइनस 2x, ये तो 0 है, माइनस 2. So this is equal to minus 2x plus 118. Okay, and profit is increasing when So that is when 118 is greater than 2x, that is x is lesser than 59. Okay, that is when profit is increasing. So now the third part में we are supposed to find the value for eta when p is equal to 80. तो यहाँ पे एक्चुअली हमें पता है दैट ईटा इज इक्वल टू माइनस पी बाई डी डेरिवेटिव ऑफ डी विद रिस्पेक्ट टू पी. हम लोग के पास यूजुअली डी होता है इन टर्म्स ऑफ पी राइट, लेकिन यहाँ पे पी का एक्सप्रेशन दिया है इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्स. एक्स यहाँ पे एक्चुअली डी है, तो यू कैन रिप्लेस डी बाय एक्स ऑल्सो एंड राइट दिस एज माइनस पी बाय एक्स डी एक्स बाय डी पी. ठीक है, तो अभी हम लोग क्या करते हैं ना, पहले हम लोग यहाँ से ना लिखते हैं दैट x इज एक्चुअली इक्वल टू 120 माइनस पी. आई टुक x टू दिस साइड एंड p टू द अदर साइड. ठीक है, नाउ आई विल कंटिन्यू इन द सेम वे. सो dx by dp is equal to -1. Okay, and now I will substitute here. So I get that eta is equal to minus p divided by 120 minus p into -1, which is equal to p divided by 120 minus p. Okay, and now we have to find this when p is equal to 80. So on substituting p is equal to 80, we get that eta is equal to 2, and that is our answer. Now let us look at the 13th question. In the 13th question, we are given that find MPC, MPS, APC, APS. So what is all this? This is marginal propensity to consume, marginal propensity to save, average propensity to consume, and average propensity to save. If the expenditure EC of a person with income I is given as. So this is the expression for expenditure, okay? And we have to find all of this when I is equal to 1000. Now first thing, we can very easily find marginal propensity to consume and average propensity to consume, क्योंकि हमें consumption का function दिया है ना. So we know that यहाँ पे EC is equal to 0.0003 I square plus 0.075 I. Okay, so first I find the derivative with respect to I, and what will that give me? This will give me the marginal propensity to consume. Marginal मतलब derivative लेते ना तब आता है. तो this is equal to 0.0003 into 2I plus 0.075. Okay. Now यहाँ पे I will substitute I is equal to 1000. In that case, MPC is equal to 0.003 into 2 into 1000 plus 0.075, which is equal to, so this becomes 6 plus 0.075, that is 6.075. So I made a mistake over here. ये 0.0003 होना चाहिए था, तो ये actually होता 0.6 plus we would have 0.075, so that will be 0.675. Okay, now next we have to also find APC. So APC will be EC divided by X. So APC is equal to EC divided by X, which is equal to EC divided by I, not X, because I is the income, right? So it will be 0.003 I square plus 0.075 I divided by I. This is equal to 0.0003 I plus 0.075. And we have to find this when I is equal to 1000. So then we get that APC is equal to 0.0003 into 1000, okay, plus 0.075, which is equal to 0.3 होगा plus 0.075, which is equal to 0.375. Okay. Now we will find out the value for MPS and APS using this. So we know that MPC plus MPS, right? Marginal propensity to consume plus MPS, this should be equal to 1. We have this, so we can easily find out MPS. So MPS will be equal to 1 minus MPC, which is equal to 1 minus 0.675, which is equal to 0.325. Okay. And next we also know that APC plus APS is equal to 1. Therefore, APS is equal to 1 minus APC, which is equal to 1 minus 0.375, which is equal to 0.625. That is the value for APS. Okay, so we found out all the 4 things. We'll just write it all together in the end. So MPC is equal to 0.675. MPS is equal to 0.325. Then we have APC, which is equal to 0.375, and APS, which is equal to 0.625. Okay, and this is our answer. So with this, we have solved the exercise 4.4. I hope you have understood everything that we solved today.